What's going on, dudes and dudettes? So a quick USC football update for you the Friday before the game on Saturday. It looks like Maiava had a new career-high passing yards in that last game against Georgia Southern with 412. They are now, USC that is, the highest scoring USC team through 2 games since 2005, which is pretty crazy. And then the college football offensive yards per game leaders, looks like USC is leading with 676 total. But USC also retweeted it saying that when you look at the gap between number 1 versus number 2 is a lot bigger than the gap between 2 and 15. So it does show that USC is pretty dominant when it comes to the total yards, but at least it has translated to wins, unlike some of those teams on that list too. And wide receiver Maiava Lemon was PFF's highest graded Big Ten receiver from week 2 with an 89.7. Obviously, he went off, as I mentioned earlier, this week. And even Maiava, according to PFF leaders when it comes to the highest graded quarterbacks this year, he is number 4 on that list, which is really great. And even Darian Mensah of Duke is there at number 5, even after that loss to Illinois. When it comes to the Big Ten highest graded wide receivers, according to PFF after week 2, I don't know why now they have this graphic shows Maiava Lemon at the bottom, but apparently Hank Beatty of Illinois is up there. But I also did see Jacoby Lane down there at the bottom of the list from USC as well, so that was pretty great. And then receiving votes, according to the AP poll for the top 25, USC is at the bottom of that 5 list with 64, but I don't know, a couple of those teams that are even right there ahead of them already lost some pretty bad games, and then they're still having to barely give USC any points just to even get into the top 25. I don't get it. I think they should be ranked at least 25 after this week if they get the win against Purdue on the road, but that's just me, of course. And then Big Ten sack leaders after week 2, Anthony Lucas jumped up there with 2. Even Braylon Shelby is up there with 2. Cameron Fountain has 2 as well. And then after that performance, Anthony Lucas was put on the awards watch list for comeback player of the year. Obviously, he missed last year due to injury, so he's already starting off pretty well. And according with some high school guys doing some good stuff out there, Deshaun Rideau, the local running back, had 12 carries for 266 yards and 4 touchdowns in a victory. And then linebacker Talanoa Ely, who had 9 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks, which is pretty awesome. And then Rivals is talking about 4-star safety Gavin Williams following his visit to USC, so hopefully that was pretty positive. And then also a 4-star wide receiver Tate Ellis says it looks like USC are trying to make a run at him and all that stuff, along with a couple of those other teams going into his junior season. So hopefully they have a chance at getting him and a lot of these other talented players in the near future.